Wrapped in the house right here, folks. Step right here, folks.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular Field, home of the Chicago White Sox.
Welcome to Chicago. A great game on tap tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. Hi, folks. Welcome. I'm Vin Scully here with Dave Campbell, wishing you a very pleasant good evening. And the third member of our broadcast team, Matt Vasgersian. Matt, what you got?
Thank you, Mr. Scully. Always a pleasure to be alongside you and Dave. Well, the White Sox are sitting atop the AL Central right now, outperforming their division challengers. Managers love to start out the season on a roll, but as is often said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We'll see if they can stay healthy and continue this level of play late into the season.
Thank you very much, Matt. Now, let's take a look at the defense. The left fielder, Carlos Lee. Playing in center, Aaron Rowand. In right field, Maglio Ordonez. At third base, Joe Creed. Playing shortstop, Jose Valentin. Playing second base, Willie Harris. Playing first, Paul Konerko. At catcher, Miguel Olivo. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, Esteban Loaiza. Esteban Loaiza was the talk of the baseball world in 2003. He came out of nowhere to dominate American League hitters, winning more games in 2003 than in 2002 and 2001 combined. Let's take a peek at the starting lineup. In the number 1 spot, Reed Johnson. Batting second, Eric Hinske. In the third spot, Vernon Wells. Batting cleanup, Carlos Delgado. Hitting fifth, Josh Phelps. Batting sixth, Frank Catalanoto. Seventh in the order, Orlando Hudson. Hitting eighth, Chris Woodward. And in the ninth spot, Greg Myers. Starting things off, Reed Johnson.
Johnson has a nice streak going here, hitting safely in his last 8 games.
But this guy in the hill isn't going to back away from the challenge, especially this early in the game.
And he's out at first.
Vin, good shortstops always find a way to make the easy plays. Good job there.
Well, routine or not, they get the out. Changeup. Count is even.
Hinske is seeing the ball very well lately. His hitting streak now stands at 6 games.
The pitcher had better be careful with him. He's really seeing the ball well.
Fields it. He's out. Batting third, Vernon Wells.
Wells is hitting .333 so far in this young season.
If he can keep this up, he's going to tear up the division all season long.
No balls, 1 strike. Four-seamer, 0-2. Goes down swinging. No runs, no hit, no errors. After a half inning of play, the Blue Jays, nothing. The White Sox coming up. Now here's the defensive lineup. Playing left field, Frank Catalanoto. In center field, Vernon Wells. And in right field, Reed Johnson. Playing third, Eric Hinske. At shortstop, Chris Woodward. Second baseman, Orlando Hudson. At first, Carlos Delgado. Behind the plate, Greg Myers. Starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, Ted Lilly. Lilly isn't considered a power pitcher, but he had the best strikeout-to-inning ratio of any of Oakland's regular starters in 2003, and what's more, he didn't walk many either. Here's the lineup. Leading off, Willie Harris. In the number 2 position, Aaron Rowand. At number 3, Frank Thomas. In the cleanup spot, Maglio Ordonez. Batting fifth, Carlos Lee. In the 6th position, Paul Konerko. Hitting in the 7th spot, Jose Valentin. In the number 8 position, Joe Creed. Rounding out the lineup, Miguel Olivo. First up, Willie Harris.
Here's how the stats shake out. Harris is tearing up the league right now, hitting safely in his last 9 games.
Low and off the plate. 1-1. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch.
Vinny looked patient, staying back and taking his hands right to the ball, resulting in a hit up the middle.
Batting second, Aaron Rowan. Line shot into right field. Scooped up by the right fielder.
Pitcher thought he could throw that one by him, but he was sorely mistaken.
Batting third, Frank Thomas. That's a way back. And she is gone. It's a 3-run shot.
You can't serve a pitch like that to this guy, Vin. He'll punish it every single time.
Here's a line for you. Ordonez is batting .459 here in the first part of the season.
Ordonez is so tough, Vin. He makes you throw strikes, and then when you do throw one, he has the ability to take the ball out of any part of the yard.
There in plenty of time. Batting fifth, Carlos Lee. Hard ground to third. Puts him away. Batting sixth, Paul Konerko.
Konerko is batting .416 here in the early stages of the season.
Line drive to shallow right center. Stopped by the center fielder. Batting seventh, Jose Valentin.
They'd love to move the runner over.
Line right. No balls and 1 strike.
Good idea there, Vin. Just poor execution.
The pitch.
That pitch painted the black, Vin, and froze the hitter.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. They leave 1. After 1 inning, the Blue Jays are down by 3.
That took a little time. The pitcher really labored that inning.
Now batting, Carlos Delgado.
Delgado is hitting .291 in the early goings here.
He's right where he wants to be.
Outside at the knees.
He tried to get the hitter to fish. No luck there.
Drills it to the hole. Up next, Josh Phelps. And the pitch. Changes speed.
Phelps is hitting .271 here in the first part of the season.
He's a good one.
Checks the runner and fires. Easy out. A 4-6-3 double play.
Nice work with the leather there, Vin, throwing him out with ease.
Drill to the hole. Out at first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 1.5 innings, Chicago 3, Toronto nothing.
Pretty good job by the pitcher getting out of the inning without any runs scored.
Next up, Joe Creed. Here's the pitch. A grounder. Well, stopped it.
Then the infielder didn't get the bounce he was looking for, and the runner hustled down the line for a hit.
He delivers. Just beyond his grasp. He snags it. He guns it to the relay man. Hitting next, Willie Harris.
Here's a numbers breakdown. Harris has driven in 12 runs so far this year.
0-1. Scooped up by the center fielder.
This game's all about making contact, Vin. Great job there.
Due up for the White Sox, Aaron Rowan. Hooking left. No balls, one strike. From the stretch, he delivers. Hit hard. He stays down on it. They get him. The runner scores. Safely aboard on the fielder's choice. Hitting next, Frank Thomas. He's 1 for 1.
Well, Dave, Thomas has 23 RBI this year.
Let's see what he can do here. He's done a great job of picking up runners all year.
Can't find the zone. Ground ball to the second baseman. He flips it over to second. They roll it up. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. After 2 innings, the White Sox 4, the Blue Jays nothing.
The pitcher had to battle a little harder than he would have liked.
Up to bat, Orlando Hudson.
The second baseman, Orlando Hudson.
No balls and 1 strike. A smash to deep left field. The left fielder is in position. He takes it easily.
We saw it come off the bat, Vin, got in position and made the routine play.
Woodward sitting 267 so far in this young season.
Opposing pitchers have gotten the best of him more often than not so far, but he can change that here.
He delivers. Guess is wrong. Misfired.
Vinny's hitting his spots against this guy.
The offering.
Oh, that's a great pitch. And that's the 15th batter he's fanned this year.
He hasn't posted huge strikeout numbers this season, but he'll usually get a few a game.
Misses low and away.
Here's some more numbers. Myers is hitting .325 in the early goings here.
Line drive toward the hole. He scoops it up.
Vinny did a great job right there of recognizing the inside pitch and taking the barrel of the bat to the ball.
And there he stands at first. Drifting left. And he puts him away. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 2.5 innings of play, the White Sox 4, the Blue Jays nothing. Batting next, Maglio Ordonez. He's 0 for 1. And he pulls it in. At the plate, Carlos Lee.
Lee traded in some of his walks for better power numbers in 2003. If he refines his plate discipline a bit, this guy could be an absolute force in today's game.
Drilled to short. Out at first. Up next, Paul Konerko. He's 1 for 1. The heater, 0-1. And he delivers. Hit well to center field. Well, smothered it.
Vin, that ball had hit written all over it the minute it left his bat.
Up next for the White Sox, Jose Valentin. Hard liner into right field. And he makes the catch. A man left. And at the end of 3, the White Sox are up by 4.
No damage done in that half inning. Pretty good job on the mound.
Batting next, Eric Hinsky.
The third baseman, Eric Hinsky.
4-seam heater. 1 ball, no strikes. hitting Vernon Wells. He's 0 for 1. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Into the windup, here's the pitch. Routine fly ball hit to center. A routine play.
The fielder brings it in easily, Vin. That's a routine play.
Now batting, Carlos Delgado. Missed. 1 ball and no strikes. Line drive to shallow center. Rowan smothers it.
Some good power hitting there, Vin, swinging through the pitch for a line drive base hit. We'll see if they can move the runner over.
Phelps has driven in 12 runs on the year.
The pitcher knows he can't afford to hang anything over the middle of the plate against this guy.
Drilled. He takes it. Harris fires to first. Not a problem. They leave a man stranded. After 3.5 innings, the Blue Jays are down by 4.
Vin, I saw better at-bats in a Little League game yesterday.
Due up for the White Sox, Joe Creed. He's 1 for 1.
Here's a stat for you. Creedy's batting .393 here in the early stages of the season.
Vin, he hit the ball well last at-bat. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Got to get it down and over. And the windup in the pitch. Grounded to the hole.
Vin, you could tell he had a plan up there. He was looking for something in and got it.
Line down the left field line. It bounced off the wall. In there.
Vin, he had enough bat speed to turn on it and put it inside the foul line for a double.
Lopez has 1 save on the year.
The pitcher looks and delivers. Lined hard to center. Wells stops it. 1 man scores.
That's 1 step in the right direction towards winning this game.
Up next for the White Sox, Aaron Rowan. Catcher calls for a pitch out. From the stretch.
Painted the corner there, Vin. The hitter thought it was a ball.
He deals. On the ground. Runner scores. Get those brains ready. Time again for a little MLB trivia. What American League great won the batting crown 7 times, finishing his career with a .328 lifetime average? Our answer in a few innings.
The hitter wishes he had that pitch back. He knows he let his teammates down by hitting into the double play.
No balls and 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Line to left field, off the field of play.
This guy has struggled with pitches on the outside part of the plate, so they might be smart to attack him there.
He lets it fly. Strike 3 and the inning is over. They leave 1. After 4 innings, Chicago 6, Toronto nothing. Hitting next, Frank Catalanoto.
Catalanoto is hitting .232 so far in this young season.
Certainly not the kind of numbers to put fear in the hearts of the opposing pitchers.
Line shot into center field.
Well hit, Vin. He stayed down and drove it through the infield for a single.
1 on, nobody out. Grounded to the shortstop. Valentine whips it over to second. Double play.
Vin, when you're turning a double play, you always have to anticipate a bad throw, but lucky for him, he got a good one and was able to roll it over and finish the job.
Oh, not even close.
Vin, he whiffed last time. Maybe he can get something going here.
The windup and the pitch. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The delivery. Hit hard to the second baseman. Scoops it out. Put him away. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 4.5 innings, the White Sox 6, the Blue Jays nothing.
It's rare to see the whole lineup in a hitting funk like this.
Next up, Carlos Lee. He's 0 for 2.
Here's the line on this guy. Lee is hitting .333 here in the first part of the season.
0 and 1. Catalanado smothered it.
The pitcher sure didn't fool him there, Vin. Looked like he knew what was coming, and he drilled it.
Konerko has 11 runs batted in so far this season.
Strike 1.
The ball looks as big as a beach ball to him right now, Vin. He's red hot.
Line drive into right field. Stopped by the right fielder.
Vin, if you want to be successful hitting the ball the other way, you have to wait on the pitch, and he did it right there.
Right in the wheelhouse.
Good stroke last at bat for this guy. Let's see if he can find a gap in the defense this time.
Hit well to left center field. Run scored. Safe.
Then you only get so many scoring opportunities, and you've got to knock in the run when you get a chance. That was a good job.
So he does his job, and he's hoping the next man can do his. He snags it. 1 run scored. He's in there.
Then he punished that ball, crushing a double to bring his teammates home.
Baseball is a game of periodic opportunities, and the hitter relished his opportunity there. Grounded. He got him.
Then this second baseman makes all the plays look routine. He's a good fielder. Then earlier single drove in a run. Let's see if he can get aboard again.
He fires. Routine fly ball hit to right. Johnson settles under it. He's got it. Runner safe.
The bats delivered a run. Now they'll look for more.
Due up for the White Sox, Aaron Rowand. Right.
Rowand is batting .385 in the early goings here.
And if he can hit like this all year, he'll be competing for the batting title.
Well, scoops it.
The pitcher left it out over the plate, and he hit a well-placed single.
Due up for the White Sox, Frank Thomas. Goes with the spinner.
Frank Thomas silenced many of his critics in 2003 by demonstrating some of the form that earned him consecutive MVP awards in the early 90s. He's still plenty dangerous.
0-2 count, Vin. The pitcher shouldn't give him anything decent to hit here.
He delivers. Out of the zone.
Thomas sports a .437 average so far in this young season.
Fly ball hit to left center. He's there in time. He makes the catch. A man left. After 5 innings, the Blue Jays are down by 10.
I'm relieved I was in the booth and not on the field that inning.
At the plate, Greg Myers.
The catcher, Greg Myers.
No doubt there, Vin. He got the pitch he wanted and drove it.
So the pitcher can't fool him. Aboard with a hit. Got under it. The left fielder is under it, and he makes the grab.
They don't get much easier than that, Vin.
Due up for the Blue Jays, Eric Hinsky. The pitch. Lined hard into right. Ordonez stopped it.
Obviously, the harder the ball is hit, the more likely it is to get through. That was a good piece of hitting.
Yeah, Dave, he's safely aboard, and they're looking to get another. The runner scores.
He came through in the clutch, Vin, and knocked in the run with a single.
Hitting next, Carlos Delgado. Ball, 1-0. Fastball. Count is even. Fly ball smashed deep to left center. Rowand makes the routine play.
Pretty easy play for the center fielder there, fans. He saw it come off the bat, got under it, and put it away.
Misfired. Catches the black. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little early.
The hitter was fooled there, Vin.
Hit foul. He's ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smothered by the third baseman. He puts him away. 2 men left. After 5.5 innings, the Blue Jays are down by 9.
This team can't afford to nickel and dime their opponents. They need more runs.
Up to bat, Maglio Ordonez. Foul.
Vin, if he can get a hit here, it might take the bad taste out of his mouth. 0 for 3 so far.
Got to bring it down.
Vin, the man in blue wouldn't help him out. He called it a ball.
Not a problem.
The hitter got under the pitch and an easy out as a result. The manager has seen enough and made the change. Only time will tell if it's the right move.
Here it comes. And it looks like he got all of it. That's a souvenir. It's a 1-run homer. Now time for this day in baseball history. Take it away, Matt.
All right, sir, here we go. On this date, April 30th, 1961, Willie Mays slammed 4 home runs in a 14-4 giant win over the Braves.
Into the windup, here's the pitch. Grounder.
Solid piece of hitting there, Vin. Managers love to see their hitters using the middle of the field.
Grounder. Out at second. Double play. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 6 innings, the White Sox are up by 10. At the plate, Frank Catalanoto.
The left fielder, Frank Catalanato.
He got all of it. That's out of here. It's a 1-run blast.
Quick hands and explosive power, Vin. That's what enabled him to drive that one over the fence. Nice hit.
Loaiza is 3-1 this season.
Now that's how you turn on a ball, Vin. Get your hips through and drive the barrel of the bat through the ball.
Shot to the hole. The third baseman stops it. Close, but they get him.
He couldn't move the runner across, but he got aboard himself.
Man on first. Can't find the zone.
You know, Myers has 15 RBI on the season.
A great year for him, but you're only as good as your last game. Let's see what he does here.
Ball 2.
He thought it was a strike, but the ump disagreed. Threw that one right down Main Street.
The liner.
Vinny had good extension on that swing and hit a line drive single.
Up next, Reed Johnson. Hit well to center field. Rowan throws to the plate. He slides in safe.
Nothing spectacular, Vin. That was just a well-hit ball that knocked in a run.
Hooking right. Fouled away. No balls, 1 strike. From the stretch. He's up with it. A runner crosses home plate. There's the second run.
Vin, with men on, the pitcher had no choice but to challenge him, and the hitter answered the call.
Ground to third. He takes it. They got him. A 5-4-3 double play. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. After 6.5 innings, the White Sox 11, the Blue Jays 5.
Well, they finally got out of the inning, but the damage has been done.
Up next, Joe Creed. He's 3 for 3. Here's the windup and the pitch.
Joe Creed.
Tardy, 1-1. The windup and the pitch. Hooking left. Foul. He's under it. No problem. Next up for the White Sox, Miguel Olivo. He's 2 for 3. And he's up with it.
That's all you need to do, Vince. See the ball and hit the ball. The only problem is it's not quite as easy as it sounds.
Out of the zone.
Vin, this guy's been in fuego of late.
Hudson smothers it. An easy out. Safe on the fielder's choice.
The hitter didn't do his job there. You always want to move the base runner when you have a chance. They've got a speedster on base. They better keep an eye on him.
Splitter. Rowan has 25 RBI this year.
If the pitcher puts it over the plate, that run is as good as scored.
1 ball, 1 strike. The grounder. The left fielder cuts it off.
Vin, as you well know, the baseball bounces funny sometimes, and that's what you call a ground ball with eyes.
He delivers. Got the corner. Little tardy there. No balls, 2 strikes. Grounder. Wells stops it. One man scores.
Vin, home runs are great, but doing the little things it takes to score are just as vital.
You know, Dave, Ordonez has driven in 12 runs on the year.
Scooped up by the shortstop. Got him at second. They leave a man stranded. After 7 innings, the White Sox are up by 7. Up next, Carlos Delgado. He's 2 for 3.
Here's this guy's numbers. Delgado has 6 home runs this year.
No balls and 1 strike. Slicing left. And he comes down with it.
Pitcher got him guessing, and the result is a foul out.
Due up for the Blue Jays, Josh Phelps. Four-seamer.
When you're hitting like he is, baseball seems awfully cruel.
Here's the pitch. Lined left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Down the third base line. There in plenty of time.
The third baseman moves laterally pretty well, Vin. You could see it there.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Valentine scoops it out at first to end the inning. They go down in order. After 7.5 innings, the Blue Jays are down by 7.
Maybe they'd get the big inning if they'd become a bit more aggressive.
Hitting next, Carlos Lee. Here's the pitch.
Carlos Lee.
Public enemy number 1, 0-1. He delivers. Drilled. Hudson smothered it. They get him.
Vin, it took an awkward hop, but he stayed with it to make the play.
Yes, Dave, an easy play. Let's see if the next batter has any more luck. Missed. Two and 0. A bit of Picasso. Into the windup, here's the pitch. Steve Reich. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Routine ground ball. Snagged by the third baseman. Over in time.
He kept his body in front of the ball, scooped it up, and made a nice throw.
And he delivered.
He really hasn't been consistent enough for the manager to be able to count on him.
In the heart of the plate. Count is even. A ground ball to short. He takes it. Routine out. So they go quietly. After 8 innings, the White Sox 12, the Blue Jays 5.
It's easy for the defense to stay sharp when things happen that quickly.
Now hitting Orlando Hudson. He's 1 for 3.
Well, Ben, Hudson's batting .319 here in the first part of the season.
Hard liner up the middle.
Quality at bat there, Vin. He waited for his pitch and he drove it.
Runner on first. Blasted toward the second baseman, and he snares it. Here's our trivia answer. The man who won the league batting crown 7 times and finished his career hitting .328, Rod Carew, the Twins and Angels legend. And the pitch. Up the middle, almost makes the catch.
Vin, the infielder couldn't make the play, but that's why you got to run out every single ball that's hit.
Safely on base, looking for his partner to drive him in. Drifting left, foul.
The batter thought he could drive that pitch, Vin, but he just missed it.
From the stretch, he delivers. Routine ground ball to the second baseman. Throws on time. They turn 2. The Chicago White Sox win. The score, the White Sox 12, the Blue Jays 5. The key player in this one, Frank Thomas. The entire ball game revolved around this play of the game.